Welcome to the tutorial for Ocelot, the grenade version. If you want to speedrun Metal Gear Solid, be it on PC or on console, there's really only two good variations how you can beat Ocelot. There's the Socom version, where you start the fight with your Socom and shoot him a bunch of times and run in circuits around him. This works from the easy difficulty, as you can see here, also up to the extreme difficulty, where Ocelot does run away from you much faster. But there's also another way, which is with higher risk, but also with higher reward, in terms of faster kill time. The Grenade Ocelot. In this tutorial, I tried to explain to you how it works, which line you need to take, and also how you can make sure to mostly not blow up Baker anymore. Let's get started. When you start a fight with Ocelot, you want to make sure that even before you enter the room, you're properly set up. Because we need to, just like with the Socom strategy, immediately start working on defeating Ocelot. So, before you insert the room, place down your C4, equip your Russian, and then switch over to the grenade. Press circle to explode the C4 and get into the room, and then hold X and square in order to stop the cutscene from playing, and also in the first frame possible, start cooking the grenade. You should also hold right direction on the D-pad, not on the analog stick, in order to move to the right as soon as possible. For this fight especially, it is common use to use the D-pad. On PC there's 8-way movement anyway, and on console I noticed also personally that with the D-pad I'm much more precise and I don't make any mistakes. For this lineup to work, we have a certain loop that we can do over and over again until Ocelot's life is set to 0. For very easy and easy, we need 2 grenades, if laid in proper. And on normal, hard and extreme, we need 3 grenades. Despite Ocelot having different levels of health, all 3 grenades will do enough damage no matter what difficulty, from normal to extreme. So, as soon as you start walking to the right and start cooking the grenade, you will need to go as far as the wall in order to hit the pillar. As you reach the pillar, just hold up and walk towards the next one. You will notice, if you walk correctly, Snake will be marched a little bit to the side. This is your visual cue that you can start changing your direction from only up to up left. This is the angle that will work perfectly in order for Ocelot to miss you, as he also can not really hold all angles. This is sort of a security mechanism, so you have both the right timing and the right approach towards Ocelot, so when you let go of the grenade, that you will throw the grenade as far as the wall. If the grenade will land not at the wall, but a little bit closer to the center of the room, the explosion of the grenade will actually trigger the bombs and Baker will explode. It is important that you don't change your direction immediately after letting go of the square button. Remember, you start the fight holding down square, so you start cooking the grenade, and you have 2 seconds time in order to let go of it. You idiot! So from the start you walk right to the pillar, then walk up to get marched by the second pillar, hold up left in order to move to the center of the room, and just as you cross the yellow line, let go. And here's a little bit where it's hard to tell you what you need to do. You need to continue to hold the direction just a little bit, but you can't stop, and you can't change your direction too early, whereas the grenade will not fly to the top left corner, but instead will fly against the pillar, which is on the top, which again will trigger the Baker explosion and hit the game over. If the grenade lands proper at the wall and you do the right damage, or even if you don't do enough damage, you can just continue the fight. You need to walk to the right and then down. You want to walk down as soon as possible so Ocelot stays in his corner. The AI of Ocelot is always programmed to walk across the room. so that Snake can never directly hit Ocelot. But thanks to Ocelot's ricochet bullets, he can still hit you. So to overcome this, we are not staying on the top right corner, we walk all the way down again. Here it's a bit of a personal choice. There's nothing too early or too late when you start cooking the grenade, as long as you move correctly. Either when the first grenade explodes, start cooking a second one, or basically if you hit this line, as you can see on screen, where you walk down, start cooking. Again, you need to make sure that you walk all the way to the bottom of the screen, and then reinitiate the initial circle. Walk right, hit the first pillar, walk up, get bunched, and then also continue forward. Now, on easy and very easy, after the second grenade, and a normal, hard and extreme difficulty after the third grenade, you'd have done the right damage, Ocelot should start his speech, which will leave him standing and just talking, which is good for us because we don't want to go back in the end anymore when the final grenade is about to explode. We want to continue up to the top right and then to the bottom left, the left side corner of the pillar, and grab the Socom ammo, which will be useful for later down in the speedrun, especially at Mantis. So the full loop looks like this. As soon as the gameplay starts again, you will walk to the right. Walk towards the first pillar, then hold up. As soon as you get dodged, hold to top left. As soon as you cross the yellow line, let go of square, and X for that matter. And then with the right timing, after a little bit of continuing in that direction, hold up and then walk from the right again down to the bottom of the screen. Repeat this until you're on the final grenade damage that you need, and then in the end walk to the top right, grab the Socom ammo, and to the left. This technique will definitely take some practice from you. Especially in the beginning, you may not throw or don't have the right timing for the grenades. It can even happen that Ocelot shoots you because it didn't hold the right direction or didn't have the setup properly done. But with all the tips I gave you and all the adjustments, hopefully you will find an easy way to get used. And after a while, you won't even want to do the Socom version anymore of Ocelot. Remember, the grenade version is indeed faster, saves a few seconds. And if you practice enough, then you can almost do it blindly. This has been Housest here. If you want to learn more about Metal Gear speedrunning, go to metalgearspeedrunners.com. And of course, I can highly recommend joining the Discord server, even if you're just a fan of the series, in order to talk with our people and other speedrunners that enjoy the same games as you. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.
You're pretty good.